Hi, you're Lauren, right?
Yep,
Hi, Lauren. I'm Courtney. I'm the Student Success Intern here at Georgian Court. So how are you doing today?
I'm okay, I guess.
I sensed a little bit of hesitation there. Hopefully, I'll be able to make things a little bit better by the end of the meeting. So today we're just going to do a little bit of an academic check-in. That basically means that I'm going to try to get to know you a little bit better and see how you're doing so far this semester. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll try to answer them or get someone else who can answer them. So how's your first semester going of freshman year?
I don't know, not so great. I don't really like it here.
Oh, well, what's wrong?
I just miss my home and my friends. It's been a lot harder making friends here than I thought it would be.
Right, I understand. I think a lot of freshmen go through that feeling because it's such a transition period for you. Before we go into your college stress and how you're feeling right now, let's talk a little bit about how you felt in high school. How was high school like for you?
Well, it was good. I had a few good friends and I did everything with them. I got really good grades and without ever really trying, which was nice, but I had hoped that college would be just like that.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I think college is a little bit tougher than people expect it to be from high school because it is a really big transition. It seems like you really enjoyed your high school experience, so I'm hoping we could kind of take those feelings and make you feel that way at Georgian Court. Now, when you were talking about high school, you didn't mention anything about being involved. I know you had friends, which is great, but were you involved while in high school?
No, my friends and I mostly just hung out like by ourselves. I wasn't really involved in anything with the school.
Okay, that's fair. Did you become involved yet with Georgian Court, or have you kind of not done that yet?
No, I thought I'd be able to make friends without doing that.
Okay, that makes sense. And you can totally do that. You can make friends in class, maybe with people in your dorm, but it might be a little bit easier for you to make friends with people if you like the same things, like if you join a club, a sport, an organization. Are you interested in joining clubs by any chance?
I mean, I guess if it's something that I really like, I'd try it.
Okay, so I'll try to help you as best as I can. Have you gone on the Georgian Court website yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so let's take a look right now. I'll go on the website for you, and we could just see what's offered. So here is just you just go on georgiacourt.edu, then you go to clubs, and there's like a wide array of clubs that are offered here. Is there anything that you think you're into, or do you want to come back to me like next week and we could discuss what clubs maybe you want to join?
Maybe I'll look at the list and then I'll come back and let you know what I'm interested in.
Okay, I think that's a great idea. So you can go home when you go to your dorm room and you can write down some clubs that might seem at all interesting to you, and we could do something where maybe you test them a little bit. You go in and you just decide if you like it or if you don't, if you think you're going to like it, and then I can help move you around and try to connect you with as many people as I can. How does that sound?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So now you mentioned high school being a lot easier for you. You're not feeling the same way here, especially with the stress that I think you're feeling right now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that well, and I'm wondering if I should just drop out and get a real job instead.
Okay. I think that's a normal feeling to feel, especially if you haven't found your maybe spot yet on campus. Have you tried to utilize any of the resources that Georgia Court does offer?
No, I don't even know what they are.
Okay, well, we offer academic coaches, we offer peer tutoring, and the Writing Center. Would you be open to trying any of those?
Do they have Spanish tutors?
They do. They actually have a whole lab that's devoted to conversational Spanish, and the tutors will sit down with you and talk Spanish with you and help you with verb tenses and all that stuff. Would that be something you'd want to do?
Yeah, I think that would really help.
Okay, so I could definitely help you set a meeting with that. Are you struggling a lot in Spanish? Is that something that you would say?
Yeah, I keep falling behind, and I'm not sure like when things are due, and just it's not like in high school where your teacher just tells you everything.
Right, exactly. Do you have your syllabus with you?
Yeah, I don't understand the syllabus though.
Okay, so if you want to take that out, I will look at that over with you. Okay, so thanks. So here's just the front part of the syllabus. This just explains how you can get in contact with the professor or where their office hours is, or are. And then here is where all of your assignments are. Now, do you look at Blackboard at all?
Only to check my grades, but I don't really go on regularly.
Okay, well, that's something that we're definitely going to have to change because on your Spanish syllabus, it says that every week on Blackboard, she puts the assignments on there. So if you look at this, it just says Sunday you have an activity due, and then the Wednesday you have a speaking activity due. But if it just says activity, obviously you don't know what that activity is, so you're going to have to become familiar with Blackboard.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you know how to look at assignments on Blackboard, or do you just know how to look at your grades?
I only really know how to look at my grades.
Okay, so I will show you how to do that. Okay. So once you're on Blackboard from the website, you just click on the course that you want. So obviously this one is just Spanish. And then you're going to go right to assignments. And then as you can see, she even writes activity 1, activity 1. So it's kind of easy to follow along. Do you have like a planner yet or anything?
No, I don't use a planner.
Okay, that's something that we should probably get you. I actually have a free Georgian Court one. Would you be interested in using that? Or you could go buy one at Staples or the bookstore, whatever you want.
I'll use the Georgian Court one.
Okay, so you've never used a planner before?
No.
I'm assuming. Okay, so what we're going to do with the planner is you're going to look through all of your syllabi. This is something we could do together, like we're gonna do with your clubs, or you could do it, and then I'll come back and check it. But you're literally gonna go through all of your syllabi and like write down the due dates. But not only write down the due dates for the other days, maybe a week or two in advance. Let's say you have a paper for Spanish or English, and that's due October 3rd. So you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna go back a week. Okay, September, we're gonna start writing that paper. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I never thought about doing that before. That's going to be really helpful, I think.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be helpful, especially because if you just have the due date and not when you have time to do it, it's not going to really make much sense to you. So I think that's something that we could definitely work on. Do you want to do that by yourself, or would you want me to help you with that? Because I don't think you have all of your syllabi today, right?
If you could help me with the ones that I have, this way I can see, and I'll do the rest by myself.
Okay, so where are your syllabi?
I have this one.
Okay. So now we have Spanish and we have your English. So that's perfect. So your English, you have an exam coming up on October 30th. So your October 30th exam. When do you think you should start studying for that?
I don't know. I usually study like the night before.
Okay. Is that working for you, or do you want to do a little bit farther back?
I mean, I haven't been getting very good grades, so it's probably not working out very well.
Fair. So I definitely think let's push it back to maybe a week. So the Monday before, we're going to write that down, and we're going to start studying for English. So then every day, just for a little bit, if you start studying that English notes, you're going to do much better on that exam. And then you can start doing that for all your other things. So maybe for the ones in November, if you have another exam coming up, we'll push it back a week. And we could do that for your papers, we could do that for your exams, we could do that for everything. Does that sound understandable?
Yeah, I think this is really helpful. I'm going to do it with the rest of my assignments, and then I'll bring it back and go over it with you.
Okay, great. That sounds awesome. So now, with your Spanish class that you're maybe not doing that well in, have you had time to talk to your professor yet, or no?
No, I was too scared to approach him.
Okay, I think a lot of students feel like that, especially because they're professors or doctors, but they really do want to help you as much as they can, so I totally recommend going to your professor and saying, hey, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm going to go to peer tutoring, or I'm going to get an academic coach, just so he knows that you're really trying, and I think they'll actually sit down with you and maybe try to help you as much as they can. Do you think you'd be willing to try that out?
I think I could try. That makes a lot of sense.
And next time, if you want to come in with like a little script about what you want to say, I could pretend to be your professor to make it a little bit easier if you're really nervous about it.
Yeah, I might do that. I'm always really nervous to go and approach someone without really knowing what to say beforehand.
Yeah, I think I'm also like that. I think a lot of people are like that. So yeah, we could definitely role play for a little bit. I'll pretend to be your professor, and we'll just see how it goes. So now I know I taught you a lot of new things and resources that Georgia Court offers, but let's talk a little bit about how you're feeling. I know you said at first you wanted to leave Georgia Court and you weren't comfortable here. Is that still a feeling that you have?
I don't know. I mean, before I met with you today, like, I didn't know about all the resources on campus. I feel better about that, and I think I could handle my schoolwork a little more, but I'm still feeling homesick.
Okay, I think a lot of freshmen do feel that way. It's completely normal, so don't feel like it was only you. I would recommend that we make an appointment for the counseling center for you. These counselors are completely licensed, they know how to help you, and they'll really make you feel better as much as they can. And everything there is confidential, so would you want to walk down with me after our appointment and we could go make an appointment with them?
So confidential means that no one will know that I went there, right? Or what I talked about with them?
Exactly. We could walk down and no one would know that you were there, no one would know anything about what you talked about, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything because the counselor would never say anything about what you talked about. Not even to your parents.
Well, in that case, I think I'd definitely like to try it out.
Okay, great. So then we'll definitely go do that right after the appointment. So how are you feeling now? Is there anything else you want any help with that I can help you with?
I'm feeling a little bit better, a little less overwhelmed. Would we be able to set up another meeting, though?
Of course. How does next week sound for you?
Okay.
Do you want to do the same time, same place?
Yep, that works.
Okay, great. So nice meeting you again, Lauren, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Thank you.